Here's implementing change control process at Meadowview Hospital. The introduction. Last month, Meadowview Hospital achieved a significant milestone by successfully implementing an EHR system. This system has enhanced our data management capabilities and streamlined patient care process across the hospital. Some objectives is addressing recent IT challenges. Despite the successes with the EHR, a recent incident highlighted an important vulnerability, an unauthorized change in the nursing documentation system by an IT analysis made without a formal request or approval process disrupted services. This change inadvertently affected the respiratory team, who lost the ability to chart some essential patient data elements temporarily. The focus on today's presentation will discuss the need for the robust change management process to prevent issues from recurring, that all systems modifications are efficiently managed and communicated across all departments. So the scenario description goes as follows. The initial request, a bedside nurse identified a need for adjustments in nursing documentation within the EHR system to enhance clinical workflows. Unauthorized change. An IT analysis made the request change rapidly, but without undergoing a formal review or impact assessment process. So the unforeseen consequences of that is the change inadvertently affected the respiratory team documentations tool. This team uses shared selections of the system, and modification compromised their ability to chart specific patient data elements. The impact analysis on this is immediate disruption. The respiratory therapy team faced significant disruptions impacting patient care and document readability. System-wide confusion. The change led to widespread confusion across multiple departments, with staff to access or record critical patient information accordingly. It IT help desk overload. The IT help desk received a surge of complaints and help requests, overwhelming their capacity and diverting resources from other critical IT functions. Resolution. Several hours later, the IT team identified and reversed the change, restoring the system to its previous state, but not without considerable operational disruption and potential risk to patient care. So, what are the current challenges? Lack of proper procedures, avid changes. Currently, changes to IT systems, including the EHR, can be made without standardized review or approval process. No formal change management. There's no systematic approach to evaluate the implementations of modifications across different departments. Risk exposure. This is just means it's a it's an increase of the risk of operational disruptions, but also poses potential compliance and security vulnerabilities. All right. So next we have communication gaps. We got interdepartmental impact awareness, and need for system-wide awareness and information silos, which promote a culture of open communication across departments, which is essential to prevent future issues and foster a collaborative environment. A need for system-wide awareness just means the it ensures all affected parties are informed and consulted about proposed changes before they are implemented, and interdepartmental impact unawareness just means changes made by one department inadvertently affect others, and there's a communication gap between those. departments. Importance of change management, the risk mitigation. It prevents similar issues from happening. Citing best practices. So, according to the study of to Gordon Dickerson's study, the principles from the manufacturing and processing industries risk management is essential for recognizing potential damaging events and controlling them economically, which is equally acceptable in healthcare IT. So, and then also you have the reduced operation risk. So, and that the effective risk management in healthcare IT ensures that potential risks are identified, measured, and controlled, reducing the likelihood of unintended consequences. Okay, next we got streamline operations. Streamline operations, they ensure seamless IT operations, intermart in departmental coordination, and economic efficiency. So, proposed change management policies. We have a formal approval process with structure review and approval. This establishes a structural process where every change must undergo a formal review and approval before implementation. We also have evidence-based supports. Research shows that structured change management process significantly enhances the success of initiative across healthcare systems by ensuring that changes are thoroughly vetted and aligned with organizational goals. The impact assessment effects on the system and department require a, a comprehensive impact assessment for every proposed change to determine how it will affect other systems and departments. Integration of cross-functional insights involves stakeholders from various departments in the assessment process to gather diverse insights, which can prevent the unintended consequences seen in the nursing documentation scenario. So, mitigating risk through proactive assessment. According to the systematic review, the application of robust change management models, including thorough impact assessments, can mitigate risks and enhance adaptability in complex healthcare settings. So, change control meetings, regular scheduling, frequently scheduled meetings based on the complexity and place of ongoing IT projects. Propose scheduled change control meetings either weekly or bi-weekly. There should be agile integration, drawing from integration principles. Regularly short cycle meetings allow for rapid adjustments and continuous feedback. So key participants, you need stakeholders, you need diverse stakeholders, you need interdisciplinary feedback, um, agenda items, review of pending changes. You must discuss proposed changes and their statuses, ensuring all are formally logged and tracked. Each meeting should be reviewed, impact assessment of proposed changes, considering feedback from all affected departments to anticipate and mitigate potential disruptions and feedbacks and adjustments. Communicating changes to end users. You must come up with a communication plan, protocols for notification, develop protocols to ensure all affected users are informed about pending changes before they are implemented and after they are executed. Incorporating feedback mechanisms, just demonstrated in this study, and incorporating feedback about stakeholders tailoring communication to address specific barriers, enhance the effectiveness of communication strategies. So, training and support, there should be ongoing training sessions, resources and support material, and alliterative training approach. This is a adapted training sessions based on feedback from previous iterations as done by in the CPT study. This ensures that training is always aligned with their needs and maximizes the potential success implementation. So the implementation plan, you have timeline, which you need to implement 3 months. So the first 3 months, you need to initiate the development and approval of change management policies. The next 3 to 6 months, you need to implement communication protocols across departments. 6 months beyond, you need to review and refine the changes based on feedback. So responsibilities, policy enforcement, assign and change manager to oversee policy adherence and to handle expectations or breaches in protocol. You need to do meetings with the management and you have to have great communication. Monitoring and evaluation, real-time monitoring, um, utilize IT dashboards to monitor the impact of changes in real time. If you need feedback loops, these mechanisms help capture user satisfaction and issues with post implementation. That's a, and then regular review meetings, which you conduct monthly to review meetings to evaluate the outcomes of changes and the effectiveness of change management process. So in conclusion, so implement formal change management process, establish standard protocol for reviewing and approving IT changes to prevent unintended impact on clinical operation. You enhance communication and training, ensure all changes are communicated effectively to stakeholder and provide comprehensive training to ease transitions and boost proficiency with new systems. Regular monitoring and feedback is required as well. The use of adaptive and intelligent monitoring tools to track the impact of changes and adjustment processes based on real-time feedback to optimize IT operations. So there's a couple calls to actions that you must look at. Approval of these recommendations, request IT leadership to formally approve the proposed change management framework and to the established of dedicated roles for policy enforcement, meeting management, and communication. You must support the implementation. Seek endorsement and support from senior management to ensure successful rollout of these changes. Resource allocation. Advocate for necessary resources, including time and budget, to implement these changes effectively and sustainability. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.